Good day, everyone. My name is Miles Hischier, co-founder and owner at HiView Solutions, a Google Cloud Premier partner and a team of specialists for Google Workspace. I'm joined here today by Ricardo Rivera. Ricardo, what's going on, man?
Hey Miles, how are you? All good.
Good, doing well. Thank you for taking time. I'm excited to dig into the world of Google Workspace migrations today. Oh,
Yep, excited too.
all right. So, just to start, briefly introduce yourself and your role at HiView.
Of course, thank you, Miles. I'm Ricardo Rivera, and I'm the head of professional services at HiView Solutions, where I specialize in guiding organizations through seamless transitions from different platforms. It can be IMAP servers, Exchange servers, Microsoft 365, or even integrating Google Workspace accounts or merging Google Workspace accounts together. Yeah, that's basically our role in HiView Solutions.
And I know over time our work has shifted. Looking back in 2016, 2017, there's a lot of companies coming off Exchange to Google. And that was a popular migration path. I know in recent years we've focused more heavily on Google to Google migrations. Can you tell me why and expand on why companies need our help migrating um, multiple environments into one?
Yes, of course. So they can have all their resources combined into a single tenant or a single resource at the end. So having users from these multiple companies or these different branches into a single umbrella, that's why these clients look for these type of migrations. They can have some accounts in Microsoft 365 and others in Google Workspace. Our job is to bring those together into one single tenant so they can collaborate very easily across Google Workspace with using Google Workspace tools.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. And so, just to start and go back to the beginning of a migration project as we engage with a client, what are some of the key steps involved in a Google Workspace migration?
That's an awesome question, Miles. So key steps involving discovery, that's the very first step that we take. Then planning, environment preparation, data migration, which this consists in two phases, bulk migration and then delta migrations. Then we have the user onboarding and training. Then finally, we do a cutover activity to transition everyone over to the new accounts. And finally, we provide with post-migration supports.
Excellent. Thank you. How do you ensure minimal disruption during the transition for our clients?
Yep. So we prepare for the transition, communicating to the main stakeholders on the company and also to end users that the change is coming. So we prepare for communications, training. We deliver training to those end user accounts. Also, we train all the superadmin accounts that will be in charge of handling the destination Google Workspace account at the end, because we'll have new superadmin accounts handling the security aspects of Google Workspace. We make sure that the client provides us with the specific user mapping that we can use to transition everyone with the correct email address or aliases if that's required. And we also schedule the cutover for a uh, date and time that's beneficial for the client, and also that we don't have anyone logged in on their accounts to prevent anyone from using it while the transition is it's in progress.
Nice. Yeah, and I know we've worked with a lot of administrators who come from a Office 365 background and they haven't extensively managed a Google Workspace environment. So that training element has been very, very well received by our clients over time. What are some of the most common challenges organizations face during the migration?
Yep. So challenges include managing large data volumes, complexity, end user adoption, handling third-party applications, like those applications connected to through OAuth. For example, if we are migrating a user from Workspace to Workspace, they have these many integrations that they use to sign in. Let's say, for example, Salesforce. They use it using their Google accounts, which are changing to a different environment. then maintaining data integrity and security, and also meeting various compliance requirements like Google Vault or HIPAA compliances, for example.
Nice. Are there any specific steps we take to help clients overcome certain obstacles?
Yes, key steps involving discovering, planning, environment preparation, data migration, the user onboarding and training.
Nice. Great. Great. Um, what tools or methods do we use to streamline the migration process?
So we use some tools to migrate all data. These tools are mostly third-party tools. Like for example, CloudM. We use CloudM mostly to bring all those files, emails, calendar contacts, everything from the source environments to Google Workspace. We also use a very nice tool, GAM, Google Apps Manager, which help us to complete some of the major activities in Google Workspace with bulk operations. For example, to create multiple groups, create multiple aliases, create multiple shared drives. That in the admin console is not that easy to create. You will need to do it manually if you're doing it in the admin console. But with this tool and automation tools that we use, it's very easy to complete.
Excellent. Can you share a brief success story of a recent migration project?
Sure. So we recently migrated a company that was acquired by a different company. This was a Google Workspace to Google Workspace migration. So they had these multiple share drives included in the source environment with multiple permissions. The permissions for this client were of um, of a big need to transfer over. So they needed to migrate everything as they were on the source accounts. So what we did, our approach was we created a timeline with the client with specific dates for creating user accounts on the destination platform, training these users with their new Google accounts, providing with the actual passwords, and some recommendations on what the end users needs to complete to achieve those transition. Like for example, back up your browser information like bookmarks or passwords. That's something that you may forget during the process, but we as HiView Solutions, we tend to just help you with communications to transition those over. Once we completed those tasks, then we started the bulk migration, which took around 2 weeks to complete because of how much data we needed to migrate. And then we plan for the cutover activities. That's usually on a Friday night when everyone's logged out of their accounts, completed Delta migration, which ran over the weekend. And then by Monday, everyone was logged in into the new accounts without any issues. So we had zero issues reported from many users and admin accounts. And we call it a successful migration at the end.
Nice. Thank you. And I know personally, as a heavy user of bookmarks, it's absolutely paramount that I maintain those bookmarks. If I were to move to a new Google account, there's just so many of them.
Definitely.
Great. Tell me about the type of support that HiView provides after a migration is complete.
Yes, so we provide a post-migration support. So we provide dedicated post-migration support to quickly resolve any unforeseen issues and ensure a smooth handover to the client's IT department.
Rick, are there any best practices you recommend to clients before they begin a Google Workspace migration?
Yes, we advise clients to clean up their data, communicate early and often with users, provide a detailed user mapping, review third-party applications, and plan their Google Workspace organizational structure like or units.
Great. Excellent. All right, Ricardo, that's the end of our list of questions. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate you joining and walking us through many details related to Google Workspace migrations. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you, Miles.